Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception. But this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Tennessee Titans.
Set. 10-2 stop. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
A former Volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Buying time to his left. And that one complete to Marshawn Lynch. And some space here. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marshawn Lynch, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Michael Hunt. 180. 65. 65.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this is Cook with a grab. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Black 20. 2 first. 54. Go.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Tight dog. Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Goff now looking to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. D.D. Westbrook. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And Kamara has it stripped. It's picked up by the Titans, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run with Cook. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He hit him earlier in this first quarter with his arm. Now he does it with his legs.
Right now, he's one of those stat stuffers that you see on the basketball court. You know, the guy with points, rebounds, assists, steals. One with the arm, one with the legs. Let's see if he can continue this pace.
And sending out the reminder that, yeah, look, I'm known for having an arm, but I can do it with the legs on occasion when I need to. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. On second down, Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Off play action, Tannehill. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
I'm scared. Mike's 50.
Play action. It's gone. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Give him 30 yards there. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Out of the gun. Goff. Taking a shot for Samuel. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On the ground, this is Kamara. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Running with Kamara. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He'll get this out to Lynch, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Hey, kill. We go, 76. 76. 54. Mike's 54. I'm coming.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Touchdown, Titans. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Point after up and good. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, room here to run. That one 28 yards on the ground. Yeah, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check 25.
Kamara. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Lynch. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Goff now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And not much happening there, not much at all. They'll get to it and down it, but at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let him know.
Here's Tannehill. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Buda Baker with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, Jim.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Looking long for Westbrook. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
And nowhere to go. He goes down to the turf in the end zone. Tannehill taken down for the safety. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. First down, here's White. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
It's second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
We're good.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
Under team. Ric Flair. Super one.
From the red zone now, Goff steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. White's got a first down and more. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Jared Goff with his third touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 23. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 40 yards. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Zach Ertz, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Point after, right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Joey Bosa in on the stop. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. He finds Humphries. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Adam Humphries, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1.
You're ready. At their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
First down, Titans, gain of 12. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back now in Nashville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's gone. They'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively. They'll run. This is Kamara. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
61, matchbox lights.
On second down, Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
50, play. Hey, exit. Pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Get ready.
Tannehill now to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
After the interception, here's Goff. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Zoo. 54, right there, right there.
Here's Goff. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got his man on the out route. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing now, Goff. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
She's singing too.
Oh, she's
on like the 5th tune.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On the ground, Kamara. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. A give. This is Kamara. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. A gain of 3, second down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Frank Reich, he didn't even seem hesitant about this. He wants to go for it on fourth down.
Come on now, let's go. Hey, 180. 54. Mike, 54. Here it comes.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Tennessee, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.